It's deranged, royal fae. They'll act crazy all day. They'll apologize for the fail, but still scream and wail. It's deranged, royal fae. Yeah.
I might not need the mic, but I'm gonna. Oh, nope. Yeah.
Here,
Come on.
wait,
I'm
let's
fine.
try. Hold on.
I think I'll be fine without it. Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry, my voice is a little different than usual. I was cheering a lot last night at Juneteenth. It was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, people. It is probably on now, but so I did say I was gonna talk a bit. As you guys will probably know, trans, the whole pin things, and dear God, last year I'd probably never let you guys see me like this. It's really hard to really kind of embrace that femme side again, at least publicly. Like it's something that I would do in private a lot, but still do makeup and things like that. And it is hard, and it's really hard kind of accepting back she, her pronouns into my life. And so yeah, this is a different step for me for the first time in a while. I would never dress like this with my family around nowadays. I just moved back in, so that's a fun one. But so I want to talk a bit about some trans stuff. Obviously, of course I would. And as I said, there was open call tonight, so if there's time and if people don't mind, I was given a request to do this one song, so I will do that at open call. But I had something that was kind of really important to me to do. But I do want to say, I want to say that this happened a lot last year, but I'm also going to give this for this year. If anyone ever has any LGBT plus related questions, trans or sexuality related, my doors are always open. Like, even if you think it's like a really insensitive or stupid question, get rid of that thing. Whatever happens in the laundry room stays in the laundry room. My doors are always open, and like I said, it happened a lot last year. Many people had questions for me. Because I realized something I mentioned before the other day was when we make the rule, the stand. What was it that we guidelines for each other? Agreements. Yes. I did say, as minorities, it is not our place to have to always educate people, but I'm giving that as an open thing. I'm allowing people to come and ask me whatever they feel like, even if they feel it's uncomfortable and such. And so, sorry, I'm gonna walk around a lot because there's all mosquitoes that just want to say hi to me. Last year, not to be a Debbie Downer, but last year was the highest death rates, harassment, murder rates for trans people alone. And a majority of them were Black women and Latinx trans people. And so it was just, and I did mention this last year, and it was only halfway through the year, and there was already such a long list. So I'm not going to read off those lists, but it was just something that really needed to be called attention to. Luckily, we haven't met those rates this year, but it's still a really big problem. And one of the things about trans issues, like this huge misunderstanding that happens with them, is because to a lot of people, it's very new and it's such a culture shock. And our societies are so full of such xenophobia that when something new, it's very unknown. It's very easy to not understand, to fear, to hate it. And so it's a matter of trying to be patient with a lot of people who this is so new to. And a matter of keep pushing forward and keep educating and to show the facts and science behind things. Now, if anyone remembers my song from last year, for those who were last year, it was a bit angry. It was a very, and this poem obviously, or this poem's a little bit in that kind of range too. And I don't want people thinking that the entire trans queer experience is anger. But it's one of those things where it's like, I'll stop being angry when you stop giving me reasons to be angry. And I feel like that's something a lot of people can relate to. I actually wrote this at camp last year. I was very inspired by this other person who didn't come this year, and I completely understand, but they wrote beautiful poems, and I was just so inspired by them, and I miss them, and I wish nothing but the best for them and where they are now. So I wrote this mostly in the laundry room, and then I went back up and I wanted to do some research before finishing it. And it has a lot to do with my own experiences from many ways. As a feminine person, as a masculine person, as someone who's been outed and harassed for what I am. And that whole calling into question a lot of people who are trans get about their sanity. About people thinking either over emotional or even fucking crazy, where people be like, oh, you wouldn't identify as a horse, would you? Or, you know, what if people identify as a horse? It's like very different concepts, where gender identity is a social construct, whilst a horse is a real thing. It's an animal. You cannot, it doesn't work that way. So, without further ado, I'm sure I'm going to bore your heads off. It's a real long poem too, and I apologize. Yeah, this is called My Flag. I am purple. Now, you are pink. And maybe you didn't hear me right. I am purple. But I see you right now, and I can tell that you are pink. Will your eyes deceive you by the shades society has put them? Because I know without a doubt that I am not wrong when I say I am purple. What do you have against pink? Nothing. It's not that I hate people who are pink, though I do hate what pink has come to stand for. But it's not a matter of whether or not I hate pink. It's a matter that I am purple. You have brown eyes, but you never dare say they are blue. Of course not. That would be ridiculous. Then you are pink. No, I am purple. And now the statement of you are pink is accompanied you are crazy and you do not know what you're talking about. As if I'm not the one living my life, feeling what I'm feeling, and seeing the parts of myself that only I can see. Apparently the person who's living my life isn't at all me. As if I can't hear myself and hear how ridiculous it might sound that I, one thought to be pink, would say without a doubt that I am purple. An assumption made on the assumption of what's between my legs, what my hormones are or were, or what my chromosomes may or may not be. Two such things for own eyes you'll never actually see. Yet people have the goal to say to me and tell me and insist, despite their own lack of knowledge, that I am pink, whether or not I say I am purple or I am blue. And for the life of me, I can't figure out what it means so damn much to you. In the past, I photo write with pink, though it occasionally disagreed with me. Didn't not fully set perfectly with me, but oftentimes I want to be seen as blue. And I tried so hard as that color to be accepted by society, accepted by you. Because purple has no place here, and if I couldn't be purple, I might as well be blue. But I've come to realize, and honestly, it's probably something I always knew. I'm not just purple. It's way more complex. And now when they say to me, you are pink. Yes, maybe I am pink. Maybe sometimes I am pink. I am pink, I am white, I am purple, I am black, and I am blue. And I don't owe a goddamn thing to you. I am pink. But it's not the long hair or the bras, the dresses, or the desire to feel pretty. I am pink with my sisters beside me, the woman before me, who fought for the right so I can speak here now today. I am pink, not when I choose to be feminine, or when I want you to be feminine, not because I choose to be feminine, but because I am proud of my roots, and proud of what it means to be a woman. I am pink because I grew up scared, thinking if I dressed one way, and something bad were to happen, they'd say, well, what were you wearing? To tell my sisters, it's okay, baby girl. The world, it's not your fault. It's not your fault that the world was made to be cruel. It's never your fault, despite how hard they try to tell you. I am pink, not because of what's between my legs from birth, or the fact that I was once able to give birth, because I know what it's like to be a woman, and I'm damn proud of that fact. I am white, the absence of pink, blue, or purple. Even when I showed myself in the most gender clothing you may think of, me being white does not mean I have to refuse to wear skirts or avoid old ties. There is no right or wrong. White does not mean I owe it to you to wear bland jeans and t-shirts, and you see me as the absence of color. There is no wrong or right way of being white. Society's not made a place of us for the white color, since it's so often pushed that you to be either pink or blue. So how dare it try to tell me how I can probably be white when it never made a space for us as white? Not until it's white started to make a push. There wasn't even a bathroom for white. The closest you got was family. And that is not on this color spectrum. So to my white siblings who are confused as to which stall you're going to be in, which shelter you find safety in, which changing room or locker room you can change in, I hear you, I see you, I feel you. You're brave, this world is scary, and I beg you, don't give up. There's plenty of room on this earth, and you're not taking up space that didn't already belong to you. I am purple, whether or not I am no longer presenting androgynous or choosing to conform to gender roles. I can be purple when I put on an apron and cook, and I can be purple when I don't shave and put on my suit and bow tie and go out for another work day. I am purple because pink and blue occasionally disagrees with me, and I need something that just sounds and feels right, even if it's not a color our society and the roles that were pre-made expected all us to fill. And even if it's not a color most of us feel comfortable giving out. I am purple because I have no place in... I'm so sorry.
You got this.
The color that has no place in our society. The color has no place in our society and the roles that are pre-made for expected all of us to fill. I am purple because I know what it feels like to be the outsider and have no relation to one side or the other. But at the same time, be everyone's insider and know exactly what it means to be both. I am purple and I am free to define what purple means to me. Because purple, like every other color, has its goddamn shades, from lavender to lilac to plum to iris to shades more pink to shades more blue. Purple means what it means to you, but purple means to me what it means to be free. Yes, purple is my body. I am black. The mixing of all colors. Even when I hide away my breasts and shave off my facial hair. Just because I feel black does not mean I owe it to anyone to wear half pink and half blue and just like the circus performer and genderless clown that I feel like I am. Black is mine to shape and present how I damn well please. Just like purple and white, how the hell do you act as something that has not been defined or made a place for in our society? Despite what the horror or sci-fi movie monsters might tell you about being sexist or staying away from the binary sex is a scary thing, the presentation of both characteristics is something to be jeered at and fear. If I'm a freak for being black, then I am a freak and I'm proud to be, and nothing you can say or do can shake me from my black. And to all my black siblings, there's nothing wrong with you. You're beautiful and handsome all at the same time. Let no one take that from you. I am blue, not because I like the steaks or the boxers to show off my physical strength, but even the fact that I stand when I pee. I am blue because I felt it. Should someone ever see me cry? I am blue because I know what it's like to be strong and say, I have a problem and need help, and a world telling you that is something to be ashamed of. I am blue because I feel like should someone ever see me cry, I would lose all validity in their eyes. I am blue because I felt the weight of my sex life be compared to the weight of my worth, being cheekily called player when I said I had 3 lovers. But in this context was because I said I wanted to marry them. It was the others that assumed it was about sex. I am blue, and I want to tell you, my brothers, that you are not weak when you have emotions outside of rage. It takes strength to bleed and cry, to know your limits and know when to give up. And I am so proud of you when you can open up, when you can be a human being, when you can hug and cry to our fellow brothers, despite how society has told you have to be a certain way. Despite how society has told you that's not okay, and gaslit you to believe you have to be a certain way. I am pink when I say I am pink. I am blue when I say I am blue. And I am purple when I say I am purple. And you gotta trust me that when I say that I know this better than any of you. And I know it might sound odd, coming from me, the one who so passionately proclaim that you must call me purple. But my brothers, my sisters, my siblings, please believe me when I say you are so much more than your color that you are. The color you like, the color present, or the color others see you as. That's okay. Your color is an important part of who you are. It made you experience the things you have, shaped the world around you, and how it treated you in turn. But you are not just your color, and your color is not solely you. You have every right to claim what your color is and what shade you are and define it for yourself. every right to ignore what someone had the goal to define and pick you for you, what is you. And if ever comes the day that you realize it wasn't the right color, it is within your rights to pick a new one or redefine what your current one means to you. Right now, I am purple. You are pink. I am so much more. I am me.
Well, they're glad that you stayed, yet you wasted yet another day. Their videos are a bore, but they've got lots more in store. It's Deranged, Royal Faye. Yeah.